Right, good evening, everyone. Sorry about our late start here. I just sent you guys a message. So if you have your phone or whatever have you, you'll be getting the message. We had some tech issues on time as we wanted to. My whole computer just rebooted here, and I'm on my wife's computer here. So that's another thing when it comes to technology and online. Always have your backup. You gotta have your laptop, your iPad, your this, your that, your Mac, and all these different things together. So anyhow. Let me know if you guys are on here. Those who are here, I see a few folks still waiting. Thank you so much for waiting this long for us. And I hope that those who got the email would actually log on. So if nothing else, of course, the replay will be here. But just let me know if you are here so that we can move with it. I think I have the chat turned on. Let me know if you can hear me and also if you can see me good before we get into tonight's presentation. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, can you hear and see me? All right, how was your week going? I hope everything is going all right. I'm gonna log on to my phone here also so I can make sure I see what's going on. But if you are here, please let me know. And again, we're still gonna stick to time. By the way, we're still gonna close at our same regular time. So even though we started a bit late because we had tech issues, computer just restarted, man, couldn't control that. Michael, you said it's frozen. It's a little bit blurry. Okay, let me get closer. I can see it pretty good on my end here. Let me see. How is that? Let me know how that is, Michael. Pretty much we were switching over computers, so that's why we may have a little glitch there. So, I just plugged in my router. All right, Michael, let me know. How are we now? Who else do we have on here as you're checking in? We have Michael. Good to see you, buddy. All the way. Yeah. All right. Anybody else here? Just please let us know. I want to make sure you can hear me before we get moving tonight. Sindel, I think you're sending me a Facebook message. We should be good to go now if you're still on Facebook. Let me reply to you real quick. Tonight we have a wonderful topic. We're going to be talking about what tools and technology you want to use when it comes to running your online business or your online ministry. By the way, if you have t-shirts that you want me to rep on these presentations, feel free. I'm always open, right? Sometimes I come out with our stuff, monetize your skills, or but other folks, if you want me to share something with you, this one is actually from an elder, my first elder at one of my churches, and so his name is Mr. Patrick Vassell. So I'm repping his ministry tonight. So he has something called "Common Sense Equals Perfect Sense." I don't know if you can see the back here. So he has some weird sayings, but nonetheless, hey, that's his stuff. So if you have this, is another way of promoting, right? So you can check him out. I think he's at 3dministries.org, if I'm not mistaken. So that's his T-shirt. Common sense should make perfect sense, but it doesn't always work out that way. So let's make sure we stay sensible. Okay, are you guys ready? Put something in the chat here if you are ready to rock and roll tonight. Let me know that you are ready to go. Again, some other folks will catch the replay. We're still going to end on time, so I wouldn't go through the full presentation. Here for the rest of the year, we are going to be starting a series dealing with technology and dealing with the how-to of actually running your online business or your online ministry. Okay, Holly, you're ready. Good to go. Wonderful. Michael, you ready to go? Everybody else ready to go? So I want you to make sure you take your pen, paper, pencil, app, whatever have you to take notes. Take some good notes. But one thing I must say when it comes to technology, though, is don't be overwhelmed. Sometimes we make it, seem like it's so difficult and but I don't want you to have that attitude tonight. Do not be overwhelmed with technology. It's just basic tools that you can use. I'm going to show you some are paid and some are free. And so you might see that I have quite a few tools, but it took me a while to also acquire these. One of the things for those who are just starting out, I would give you a little tip here. You don't have to get all the tools one time. Maybe each week, buy a little tool here and there. So that's how you was able to acquire all that you see me, might show you this evening. Okay, so I think folks are hearing me good and folks are seeing me okay. So we're going to get right into it. Let me bring up the slide right here. I'll even tell you about this as well, okay? Some of you, if you have not gone through the Monetize Your Skills Academy course as yet, what I want you to do is this. Please decide on what you're going to do for your business or your ministry. What are you going to do as far as the way you will be able to monetize your skills, your gifts, and talents? Are you going to be able to write books, courses? Are you teaching courses? Are you going to be doing consulting? Are you going to start a podcast? Are you going to be doing videos and live streaming, whatever have you, or a combination? Are you going to be speaking? What we teach here are the things and the tools of marketing. It doesn't matter what business, whether it be doing blogs or vlogs or whatever it may be, it does not matter. All of the online tools fit the business models. Okay, so that's why we are doing this, but you have to plug it into your thing. So for example, even if you're doing blogs consist of writing articles, content, but you can have videos also on that, which you can also direct people to your online courses or whatever have you. Let me move a little bit closer here. Okay, so if I'm look like I'm zooming in, that's pretty much the Logitech camera I'm using. It's kind of, as I move a little bit, there we go. It kind of try to focus in on my face. So let me know if you can see my slide here. I'm going to bring it up. And once it's up, we're going to go full force in tonight. Bop, bop, ba-da, bop, bop. Start from the beginning. Alrighty, so can you guys see that? Welcome to the weekly webinar. All right, everybody sees that? If you can see it, give me a little yay or nay, so that way I am certain that we are good to go. Let me make sure I check here on my phone that we are okay. All right, can you guys see that? Let me know for sure you're seeing my slideshow before I move on. Let me make sure that we're good to go. Can you see the slide presentation there? So it says weekly webinar. Can you see that? Just give me a yay or nay so we can proceed. All right, folks, I take it that we are good to go. For those who are on here, I take it you can see me, okay? If you cannot see the slideshow, just let me know. If nonetheless you see the replay, I can post everything in there. And don't worry too, I'm going to give you a list. When we email the replay, I'm going to send you a list and give you links to where you can get all of this stuff, okay, that we're going to be discussing. But please don't let tech hold you back, okay? Just get going. That's the most important thing. We will perfect it as we go. So let's go back here. Alrighty. So some people may be new on here, some people are just joining the course as we go along. Others might have snuck in some way through a link. Some folks share their link, even though we don't want you to do that. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn the key tools that are necessary for you to run an effective online business or ministry. Operative word being online. So there are many things you can do, but tonight we are focusing for what we're doing and the Monetize Your Skills Academy community. We are dealing with specifically online. So for those who might be new to our community or those who might have gotten a registration link who are not part of the course, again, my name is Chance. I am Randrick Chance, actually, but I normally just go by my last name, Chance. I've been in the military. That's how I grew up. Everybody calls you by your last name. But what do I do? I help professionals, entrepreneurs, and ministry leaders to monetize their skills by turning their education, expertise, and experiences into products, programs, and services that they can promote and sell online. This is what we create. And when you so many different opportunities for you, it establishes you as an expert. It allows you to make a lasting impact. It allows you to be able to fund your mission, your vision, whatever God has put in your heart. So that's what we are all about. It also allows you to meet also other people that you might never have had met before. So here I am with some of the seven-figure earners, people who are monetizing their skills both online and offline. And so we have Adam Ginsberg, Internet Millionaire, Willie Jolly, which is one of the top 5 speakers in the entire world, and Dr. Clarice Fluid, who is also, she was in ministry many, many years ago, and now she speaks and she does online programs and training. She's also doing 7 figures as well. These are the people that I'm able to connect with. Because of what I'm teaching here, and what I've done through my books and courses, it opens doors also for me to speak to different audiences. So that's why I tell you, foundational thing that you will notice in Monetize Your Skills or in any of my publishing programs is that try to start with a book if possible. You don't have to, but try to start with a book, because your book will become a framework for you to teach, for you to coach, for you to be able to speak on. So here, right here, this photo here is actually the NHP, or the National Hispanic Professional Organization, in my community. My book, Monetize Your Skills, again, it's a book, it's an online course. From this event here, I was invited to speak because of the book. And even there, I was able to sell my book in the back of the room. And the following week after this presentation, I held a small group of intimate coaching program, a one-day workshop. So all of it is based on what? On the book. So that's why I encourage you to do that. If you don't, you remember now, you don't have to, but I encourage you to do it, because your book gives you, makes you focus, and it that platform or that framework that you're going to teach people. So, like Monetize Your Skills, in the book, there's 7 steps or 7-step framework that I walk people through to be able to go from point A to point B in monetizing your skills. So people can read the book. That's the basic entry point. People can also get the online course, which is more in-depth videos and stuff like that. And also, if they don't want to do it, then I can do coaching on the very same thing. Other people can also invite me to be able to speak. The last public one we did was about a month ago or so. Of course, some of you who are new students here saw me at Andrews University. Why was I there? I was there speaking on what? Monetize Your Skills, which is based on my book. And now some of you are in the online course. So do you see how it works? And all of that. Imagine if you paid for the book, paid for the online course. In the future, some of you might want more in-depth or hold you by the hand. And some of you might take coaching or consulting with me. Idea here. And so I'm leveraging now the power of the internet. I use tools and resources that I'm going to share with you. These are the things that you would want to do when it comes to either doing your ministry or either being able to teach people online. Like what we're doing right now. You are here on a very live presentation. This could have been something that you charge people $20, $49, $50 a month, a week, to be able to get on and to be able to communicate with you. So that's the kind of idea, stuff that I want you to be able to take away. Now, let's start with audio. So before we go to the audio, actually, what you want to do is understand this. You're going to create stuff and then you're going to promote stuff. So the first 2 weekly presentation, which is this week and next week, we're going to deal with tools for product creation or service creation, meaning that you want to write a book, you want to create an online course, you want to be able to write or a blog or anything like that. This is what we're dealing with. What are the tools that are used to create that? And actually, most of the tools are pretty much, you're going to be using them over again, right? Because you can use audio and videos for blogs, you can use them for courses, you can even use them technically in your books, right? If you guys produce Amazon, Kindle books and other things like that, ebooks, they can give you links in there. So you can see how they are interchangeable. But when you use the Apple iBooks, though, embedded in that Apple iBook itself, you can actually put videos right inside of the book. So this is so powerful. So all of these tools can be used interchangeably, okay? So let's start with audio. So the audio is for you to be able to record training programs. Like even here, we technically are recording this. You're going to hear the audio or you can watch the video. So we will deal tonight with audio and video. Next week, we're going to talk about what tools do we need for writing contents, whether that be, written this way or online, offline, things that you will need to be able to write a blog, to be able to do those kind of things very quickly. Once we deal with the creation side, we're going to deal now with the promotion, marketing, and selling. Okay, so those three kind of overlap, meaning that what tools do you need to sell? What tools do you need to create your website, create landing pages, send out automated emails, create funnels, or we call automation? What tools do you need, or should I recommend that you will work with? Because there are many, right? Some paid, some not so paid, and some in between, right? So some are free, but you're running a business. I want you guys to know that you cannot run a business or a ministry without some kind of investment, but it's not as much as if you had a brick and mortar store or establishment. Okay, so are you guys ready? So here's that you can use. Now, let's start with mic. You want good quality sound, right? And sometimes the tool can actually create both of these, the video and the sound. Like, for example, the Logitech. Right now, I'm not using a plug-in mic because I want to show some of that to you. But you can actually use these particular mics to be able to create whatever you want to create. Okay, so I recommend the Rode Podcaster and the Blue Yeti mic. Those are some of the top, those are some of the best mics, okay, for you to use. Now, there are many more, okay? Just get something that works. Most of the stuff that you might find on Amazon will do the job. But these two here are like the big dogs of the mic. So let me stop it right here and see if I can show them to you. I know you guys can see me, in the little box here, but I want you to see it close up. So that's why, again, I'm using the Logitech mic here. So here we have the connection here. And so you can hold it. You can record your audios. Let's say you want to do your audiobook. You can record your audiobook. You want to give some motivational recordings or motivational things to your students, those who you are coaching or whatever. This is how you can do that. Now, you can't see it here, but some of you can. So right here, right? So normally we can buy a stand where this is held up. You normally see other people have this when they're doing their podcast. So this is great for podcasting and audio recording. It works well. It's really powerful. So again, that's what I normally have this on the side here that I can speak with. So that's the Rode Podcaster. Now let me show you the Blue Yeti. I actually use this more than this one, right? I actually use the Blue Yeti. I love the Yeti. It's perfect. So very simple to operate, and go to your laptop and it's ready to go immediately. The good thing about this is it has some settings on the back for if you want to record this side, you want to record this side. If you have an interview with somebody, you can record both sides. You can even have surround sounds, like you put this in the middle if you're having like a group discussion or something like that. And I have a setting for if it's just one person. So I just normally keep it on one setting because I'm the only one that generally uses it. So this is beautiful. This is really perfect. You can even plug in a headphone right here as well, so you can have your headphone on, which these things cancel out noise. So right now, for example, you hear my fan is right over here. You probably cannot hear it because both the Logitech cancels out those kind of noise, and this does an awesome job of canceling out background noise as well. So let's go back to the presentation. And these, by the way, right? So you don't have to, like I said, go break the bank. So let's see. I don't know. That might run you. You might probably get it for in the hundreds or so. Let's see. I hope it doesn't start me back all the way to the top. Wonderful. We start right back where we left off. Okay. So those are the big dog mics. But let me give you some other options. There's some that you can plug into your phone and use even your phone, right? So you have in the upper right hand corner, left hand corner, we have the Audio Technica. That's for if you want to plug that into your camera You can plug that into your phone as well and be able to use that. But your softwares that come on your phone, your iPhone, you have GarageBand, and this one right there is I think it's called the Rig Caster. If you plug it in your phone, you can actually use it as a mic right there on your phone, like that. And then another app and everybody in this room, this is your exercise tonight. Download rev.com. Go to rev.com and download the app. This app is beautiful because you can record your audio with it, but then you can you can click a button and send the audio recording to rev.com and they will transcribe it for you. So remember, if you are in the book publishing course, that's a shortcut. We don't want to give too much out here, but this is one of my shortcuts in writing books very fast. We can record your audio. I press send and it goes straight to rev.com and they will transcribe what I'm saying. Even if you want to translate it, they do translations also. They will transcribe your audio for you into text, save you some time. And they really do an awesome job. Normally you get it back within 24 hours. So that is a beautiful app. Another free app you can use is called Audacity. So Rev is a free app. Audacity app, GarageBand for Apple is a free app generally that comes on your Apple devices. Okay, so those are already installed. So you can download Audacity. Just type in Google Audacity. And the good thing about Audacity and GarageBand is that when we get to the editing, what do you use to edit? You can edit your audio with Audacity and you can edit your audio with GarageBand also. So you see, so you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You can just use that. The Audio Technica is no more than $30. That thing I think is between the high teens or 20s. So you might find it for about $15 to $27. I think somewhere in that range. So again, these are simple tools that you can use. I have the Audio Technica. I have a small video camera, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. Where do I have it? Before we get on. So, okay, so you guys got that? So these are the audio tools if you want to create audio recordings. If you're going to be doing podcasting, you want to make sure you get some of these because you cannot do podcasts without some of this stuff. So you want to make sure you get that. But also for your courses, some courses are just the audios, and you might even be able to record your own audiobook. When you have your audiobook, you publish your book, you want to be able to do the audio recording, you can do that as well. So I've used all of these tools: GarageBand, Audacity. I have it on my PC here, and then Rev is, like I said, that's a gold mine for me right there. So let's go into now video options. Okay, so we finished with audio. Now you want to create videos. Videos are ideal. This is video what we're doing for live streaming. You want to do video for your online courses. You're going to be able to do these things now. Is what we call the Logitech. They have different types, right? 920 and above is you great. The good thing, actually, what you are watching me right now, what I'm using right now is a Logitech. That's what I'm looking into. So I have, this is exactly the one on the left hand side. That's what I'm recording on right now. I'm speaking to you here. It has a great camera. It has a great audio also, because you guys can hear me well. Like I said, it picks up great. Then it also cancels out noise. So that way, you notice I don't really plug headphones in and so forth when I'm doing these presentations because this stuff works great. Another one that's a powerhouse is the Mevo camera, the little one right there, Mevo, right? You type that into Google, very small, but very powerful. A lot of people use that one for live streaming. You see a lot of churches that have it. That one actually is more expensive than the Logitech. So the Logitech, some of them will run you a little bit more than 100 for the most current version, but generally you get it for less than 100 bucks. I got mine for definitely less than 100 bucks. The Mevo, it's small, but it packs a lot of power. That will run you definitely over a couple of $100. Okay, so that's between, and if you get deals and so forth, right? And the holidays coming up, everybody has deals. So you can get the Mevo, but it will run you $200 to $400 for that one. If you get the accessories, it's more. But here's the thing, like I said, it's little, but it packs power, so it does a whole lot. Then we have the Canon HD, which again, these are cheap, man. All of these things are very cheap on Amazon. You can get them. So this is what I have here. So I'm not gonna switch back and forth, but here we go. The Canon HD, very simple. I put this up on a tripod, and I speak into it. For the mic, the little lapel mic, I plug it in right there, and I'm good to go. And sometimes I just sit down, record, and then we go edit it when we finish. Nothing, you notice me. My presentations are very simple. I don't do a lot of editing because I just feel like I just want to get on and be authentic with you guys. So normally I cut off, the beginning and the ending verge parts of it, but I do very minimal editing. So let me show you the lapel mic here. So I have it in this little bag right here. So this is 20 feet, by the way, 20 feet. So this is the Audio Technica lapel mic that I was talking about. So bundled up. So voila, I can put it right on here when I'm speaking to you guys if I want to. But I just take that, and like I said, I plug it in right here. So there's a little port right there. We plug it in right there, and we're good to go. You don't powerful. So again, you just set up your camera right there, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything at all. Simple. Again, very cheap. The other option is for those of you with your phone, right? So you can take your phone and you can buy these accessories. But most phones today, you got the iPhone, the latest version, you don't even need anything else. You already paid for the phone. Trust me, you can do video recording for online courses with your phone. And also you can use them for live streaming on Facebook. Most of the time too, when I have a short message to send out to people, I just jump on Vala like that and I start using, my camera. So, but if you want to have some extra zoom and some, bigger focus, like you see on the one on the right, the top right, you can actually buy these little accessories and clip them on and be able to, to do much more. But like I said, when all else fail, start with what you have and you'll be good to go. All right. So I hope we're good to go with that. So those are pretty much the video tools that you need. Now, let's talk about some apps because there are so many different things you can use, right? So I have most of these, again, like I said, you have the prompt. I'll start with that, the Prompt Smart. That's actually on my iPad. With the Prompt Smart, like it's really like a teleprompter. You can be able to, let's see if I can bring it up here. With the Prompt Smart, what you do is you can type in your message or put a little transcript there, and then you just press start and it records you, and the text in the side keeps scrolling up and down just like a regular teleprompter. So that's what it is. It's called Prompt. It's a teleprompter for your iPad. So it's a very simple app, and didn't cost me, I don't even think, more than $5. It's very cheap, right? So again, I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there. So you add your script, and then it has a recording library. You can go back and see your recordings. Very wonderful. And it records in different, HD and so forth like that. So you want to make sure you got space on your iPad or whatever. So, but you can download it on your phone. You can download it on any of your tablets that you use. And then good old, you have Skype. Again, some of you on this, I might have done a Skype call with you, but for my interviews, the interviews on Monetize Your Skills, when we were just starting out this course, the very first interviews, those were all done on Skype. And then I use a software also called Pamela for Skype, less than $30. I think it's $24, $27 somewhere there. And if the price goes up, remember, stuff changes all the time. But you can use that. Okay, so Pamela for Skype, again, they work together. That helps with your audio recordings and so forth. And then you have a free one called Loom. Use Loom, right? So type that into Google, useloom.com. So that allows you to be able to, you want to send quick messages or you want to give updates. So let's just say right now, one of you had a problem. I could have just made a quick video on Loom. Like the other day, we were running some advertisement for a client, and at the end of the campaign, I just, I didn't buy any big thing. I just pull up Loom and I recorded the screen of the computer. So that those are screen recorders, which is very, very good. So if you want to record your screen like a training, so let's say you want to walk somebody through how to find products online or whatever you want to do, you can use Loom for that. Okay. It's not as robust as the other ones, but like I said, all of these have their own perks. And then we have Zoom. Zoom is another one. Zoom allows you, by the way, it's like 45 minutes of free conversation, right? And if you want more time, then you have to pay the upgrade, which I think is like, it's not a lot too. It's like $14 a month. Okay. So, but Zoom is what most people use for like Facebook Lives and other things like that. But also you can record your screen with those who you're interviewing, and voila. Another great one, but this one only works on Mac, okay, is eCam. If you go to ecam.com, ECAMM, you go there, they have some beautiful, beautiful software for very cheap. So one is the call recorder for Skype. They have several other ones there. But I want you guys to make sure you check out eCam Live. Also is to go Facebook Live. Um, if you saw me do on Facebook, if you go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/strategic secrets, you will notice Winnie Anderson, right? I was using eCam Live for that. So again, you can run these things by yourself. You don't need a whole lot of people. And eCam software, like I said, they're generally cheap, less than $50. Now, of course, the demand is high. When I bought it, it was just 20 something dollars for eCam Live. And so now it might be a little bit more, but I generally want to say they are less than $50. Okay. But again, when you go and check it out, you will be able to see for yourself. But generally, that's something you want to get. Okay. You can get that. So, and I recommend if you have a Mac for sure, definitely go ahead and get a couple of softwares from eCam. Make sure you get eCam Live. Let's put it that way. Make sure you get eCam Live. So that way you own it, and then you don't have to pay the monthly fee for Zoom and other things like that. But download Zoom too, because sometimes people have meetings and they use Zoom. So that way you'll have the app. Remember, it's free. Okay, you can use it free. When you are using it, if you want to go over 45 minutes, then you need to upgrade. But if someone calls you and they have the pro version, then of course you can go as long as necessary. All right, so I think we got it there. And good old FaceTime. Remember that again. That's on your stuff there for free. So there's no excuse, guys. Okay, gals. There's no excuse. Go ahead and use what you have. Go ahead and use what you have. So again, some are free, very cheap. What I like about these video softwares here, they're very, very, very cheap. So don't buy frivolous stuff for the holidays. Make sure if you're going to teach video online, go ahead and get one of the softwares. Again, you don't need them all. Get one of the software, and maybe, if you can spare an extra $100, get a video that you can walk around with. But if you have, especially the latest iPhone, Android, whatever have you, you have your video right there. You don't need more than that. Okay. Now let's move on. So once we've captured our audio and we've captured our video, then we need to do some editing, right? So here's some editing softwares. And I'm giving you these two because these first two are the big dogs, just like we had the Rode Podcaster and the Blue Yeti at the big dogs of the audio world. I call these two here the big dogs of the editing suites. Okay. Now, what I mean by editing, once you captured your audio or your video, you want to be able to, add stuff in. You want to add credits, bring on the name of the person or whatever. Just make it look nice. Well, a software that you can use, which is affordable, is called Camtasia Studio. This is actually, this can do both video and it can do audio editing. Not only that, but I give you the secret. All those videos that you have right now in Monetize Your Skills Academy, all the ones where I'm actually teaching you the modules, the 7 modules, all of those were recorded using Camtasia. Okay, every last one of them was recorded using this. So again, you can have your video even. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Video too, it's already in your laptop. If you have a laptop, generally speaking, it has a video right there, video camera. So right there, you don't need more than that. Okay, you can start with that. If you go in again, Monetize Your Skills Academy, the interview that I did with Erica Nino, when we were coaching about her book, it was on her laptop. We recorded it right there from her laptop. And look, the quality is decent. Okay. Once you have good lighting, you pretty much good to go. We talk about lighting in a sec. Edit your video, you want to edit your audio, okay? And again, if you want to pay somebody else to do it, of course, eventually that's what you'll have to do, because as you get big, you might need somebody to do that. But I'm telling you that these are things that you can do on your own. These are things that I do on my own, okay? So it's not a big learning curve. I don't even use it to its full capacity. But like I said, screen capture is good, because what can happen is you can pull up a PowerPoint and you can record the screen and your voice explaining the slides. And there you have an online course just like that. So think about it. I know some of your lights are going off right now. So you can be able to create your modules right now before the holidays are out, just by being able to get this software, and now you can do some editing on your own. If it's not good, hey, when you upgrade the course version 2.0, 3.0, then get somebody else to be able to do it for you. But why not try it out? Put it out there for sale. And now you can be able to do other things. Okay. Let me speed through the rest here so we can get to Q&A. The other big dog in the house is ScreenFlow, but ScreenFlow pretty much does the same thing like Camtasia, but it is for Mac. Okay, so this one is strictly for the Mac. So again, very versatile, and I think it's only $99. So you can find deals on these things. Like I said, sometimes depending on the website, it'll be more and less, but generally this has been selling consistently for about $99. Okay. Camtasia will run you about one something. They have different levels, so but nonetheless, like I said, they're very robust. I still up to this day use Camtasia, and I've had it for at least maybe 2 years or so. I think, right? So ScreenFlow, make sure you get ScreenFlow for your Mac. That's a very good software. You don't need it. Then let's go with some of the apps again that you already have or might know. So on your phone or on your Mac, you also have iMovies. So again, if it's already built in, you don't need to spend no money. On your PC, you have Windows Movie Maker. So there you go. You don't need anything else. So if you want to edit videos, you can use iMovies, that's already on your Mac, or you can use Windows Movie Maker, that's generally also already on your PC. Now, you might want to fix up some photos. So here are some stuff that you can use. GIMP is a photo editor. That's to edit your pictures. And then Canva is also a free tool that you can use to make pictures and so forth and whatnot. So at the beginning of your course, you might want to put up a nice image or something. So with some text, so you can, open a free Canva account and just, they have templates even. You just move around the text, change the background. For those of you who want to pay big money, you can get, of course, the entire Adobe suite, right? Which comes with Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Elements, Adobe After Effects, all of those things. But that is generally, if that's for the big guys, that's for the big publishers. If you are just doing basic stuff, you don't really need that. But like I said, we give you options. So you have the most expensive, you have the middle, and you have free. So Adobe, though, like I said, Adobe InDesign, that's what you use. Most people use to create the books, the actual interior of most books and magazines. InDesign is the industry tool and software. And then you have Dreamweaver if you want to create websites. You have Adobe Bridge and all of these different things. Adobe, like I said, Effects. After Effects is for videos and those kind of things. So these are like the big stuff. All right. So into that, because I think you get the picture. So, and again, always type in Professor Google. Google will tell you what you need to get and who you need to get it from, generally speaking. But GIMP, like I said, GIMP is a free photo editor. You have Canva. There's another one that mimics Photoshop, which actually this weekend we are having some meetings at my church. And then in January, we're having a depression and recovery stuff. I was able to edit the flyer for that using Photopea, which is Photopea. So I don't know how some of you guys may pronounce that. I got an accent, but to me it's Photopea, right? P like a P, as in peas, singular P. So Photopea, Photopea, is a free video, not video, but a free photo editor. Works pretty much the same like the professional version of Photoshop and so forth. Voila, it's right there. So those are the main tools that you guys and gals need. Okay, I hope that helps you. Let me know. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We're going to take some questions before I finish up here. Like I said, we still want to finish on time. So let me go and check. Ask me any question that you may have, and also which tool do you plan to use, or which tool do you need? What do you use for your video screens? Carol, can you explain? Do you need like sharing my video screen? I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but like I said, if that's what you're referring to, we just use right here. You can use Camtasia for that, which is a screen sharing option. Now, for webinars, what I'm actually using here, and you can click on the bottom of the video right now, it says something but like powered by Webinar Jam. So for my webinars, that's the tool or the software that I use. I guess I should have put that in there as well. But Webinar Jam is what I use to get on every Thursday and whenever I need to do a webinar. All right. And webinars are big now, right? So, but there are other free tools also that you can use out there. You have a free conference call and so forth. Some of them give you, they're mainly like phone, but some of them also give you video sharing capabilities. All right, Carol. So I don't know if that answered your question, but if it didn't, please clarify what you mean by video screens. If you mean share my video, my screen here, then that's what that is. Or if it's like pictures, like I said, you can use one of the editing software there and create any kind of image that you want for your videos. Alrighty. Anyone else? Any other questions? Please put it in here, ladies and gentlemen. So let me ask you. Yes, I was referencing the webinar. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so Webinar Jam is one of the best right now. And the reason for that too is because with Webinar Jam, it integrates with a tool that I'm going to talk to you about maybe not next week, but the following week when we get into creating your own website, your own pages, and automation, right, which is Kartra and other things. So it integrates. So for example, right, when you guys sign up for a webinar, which you're already on my mailing list, but let's just say somebody opted into this webinar, it automatically puts them on my email list where you can integrate with other things like that, and it sends out these automatic emails and stuff like that. So even now, like, of course, I went in recently to type up that email that you just got, but whenever you register for the webinar, all those emails, I'm not sitting down there typing them. They are generated and they're automated. So that's what we talk about, automating your stuff. So that again, it frees you up, right? So once you set it up, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set up, a webinar session, and then you're able to do all of this wonderful stuff. And then that's the chatting capabilities that we have here. And so, like you guys are chatting, all of that is done by the Webinar Jam software. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't got to worry all about the tech. These things were created for you and for me, regular average people, to be able to do this stuff. So let me just make some applications. So imagine this, right? Let's just say some of you are in ministry. So let's talk a little bit about ministry. Let's say you want to have a prayer line, a prayer conference. People can come on here. Let's say you want to have every Thursday or every Wednesday. Well, Wednesdays, because we're doing this on Thursdays. We want you to make sure you're here. But let's say you can be doing Facebook Live using one of these, video things that we're talking about. But these can also be paid. The good thing about Webinar Jam too, it can be free or it can be paid, right? So if I wanted people to, to pay for this presentation every week, I can set it up in the beginning and say, in order for you to watch the presentation, watch the webinar, you have to pay. And then it also takes all of that into account and does everything for you. Okay, Carol, Is this webinar recorded because I wasn't able to access the beginning? Carol, well, you might have gotten an email. I think you were sending me one while I'm on here. So what happened was, what had happened was, so we had some technical issues when we started out. For whatever reason, I had already set up the webinar room, about to go live, and what happened was, my computer just restarted. So I had to jump on this laptop at the moment doing this. Okay, so always have that as a backup when you're doing presentations, right? So, but we have all kind of stuff here, but it was kind of running around trying to get it all done because I know, hey man, we're supposed to be on at 7. But you didn't mention much, Carol. I think you got everything. But yes, it is recorded. Here's another beautiful thing about Webinar Jam. All the webinars are pretty much recorded. So once you get on the webinar, it records it and then it will send it out for you like tomorrow. So I normally do 48 hours maximum replay, so that way I want to make sure people are here. But you can set it up for 72 hours, or or make it people can just watch it whenever. I like to give people a time frame because I believe in taking action. So nonetheless, but yes. So when you get tomorrow, you get an email. I set it up for 12 hours. So after it'll send you out an email, and then you can go back and watch it from the beginning. So nonetheless, okay. Any other questions? So what I want to know is, let me know what software or tool do you need right now for your business or for your ministry, based on what we've covered. What audio software or equipment that you want to get so that you can do some maybe recording or videos. What are you guys thinking? What are you gonna get? And remember, like I said, Christmas is coming, so you should be able to get discounts on a lot of this kind of stuff. Alrighty. I want to be able to finish this up. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, okay, feel free to always send me your questions whenever you have them. So if you need help, I have two things again for you. So for those, most of you are already in the Monetize Your Skills Academy, but like I said, every week it always seems some folks sneak in somehow. But if you want to become a student of Monetize Your Skills Academy, that if you are new on this webinar tonight, then you can go to monetizeyourskills.com/enroll. For those of you who want to publish a book or write it very quickly, we have a whole course on that as well. So go to monetizeyourskills.com/book to business. It's called Book to Business Bootcamp, right? That kind of walks you through everything on creating your book and setting up as a business. Okay. So some of you have 2 recordings also in Monetize Your Skills Academy. The very first 2 webinars are on is about books. Okay, but the course here goes more in depth than that, because those were a 2-hour webinar I think I did in Monetize Your Skills Academy. 2 webinars there, 1 hour, well, 2 hours each. So those were 2 weeks, just like we do here every week we get on. So I talked about books here, but the actual Book to Business Bootcamp is way more than 2 hours. And so that goes into all the nitty gritties, and especially in how do you market, promote it. So again, everything we do here, I like to teach you, first of all, let's create it, product development, product creation, and now let's move it, marketing, distribution, and sales, because that's really what it's all about. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you got a lot of value out of that. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to be able to email you guys a more thorough list so you can be able to have the link. So some of you may not want to go search and find all of these things, but I'll be able to do that. But I think I have some of them listed right now at our store. So go to strategicsecrets.com/learning store, learning-store. And those are Amazon. You're not buying them from me. Of course, I don't sell those things. But I put them on one page or 2 pages somewhere there. So you'll be able to see them. So you'll be able to see the Blue Yeti, you'll be able to see the Road Podcasters, the videos, and all the stuff that we talked about. Some of them, like I said, I'll give you a more thorough list with everything that we covered tonight. But at least on this page, the most important ones are listed there, and they're pretty much on Amazon links. So what you're going to do is once you click on them, it take you to Amazon store. But so that saves you time where you don't have to go and search for each and every one. Okay, so again, that's strategicsecrets.com/learning store. And that's about it for tonight, guys and gals. We're going to see you next week. Okay, remember, please set your calendar. Every Thursday, we are going to be doing these presentations. This is part of your benefits, part of your actual membership. So you are part of Monetize Your Skills Academy online course, and this is part of what we do every Thursday. So, but here's the thing, this is not a substitute now for you to actually not go through the modules in the course. We are building on those modules because especially with the modules, you're learning the big framework and you're learning the product creation, whether that be, again, you want to do a book, a course, coaching, consulting, whatever have you. That kind of gives you all of those things where you pick your stuff and you just apply it every Thursday, because we want to do this because here's what happened. Things change, stuff gets updated, and you get current things that you want to do, current strategies, current things that we are working on. So Facebook might be the big thing right now, but hey, a couple months down the road, something else pops up. We want to be able to get into that as well. So those are all the P's and Q's and pros and cons of you being a member of Monetize Your Skills Academy. Now, what I want to do here is close out. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you had some value. Next week, we are going to go into the stuff that you need for now creating or writing content, which has to do with blogs and websites and those kind of things. Then after we've covered that, we're going to go in now marketing tools and promotional tools. How do you accept payments? What are the best things for me to accept online payments? How do I create a page, an opt-in page? Because you can pay to get it done. You can also do it yourself, right? Most of my stuff, I've done them all myself. So that way I know when it's time to outsource, I know what I should expect because I've been through the process. So, that's about it. Any last minute questions? Make sure you offer them. So I always try to give people opportunities to work closer with me because, like I said, one of the things is trying to do it all, but to me I found the shortcut to be one of the shortcuts is having somebody to help you, to mentor you, to coach you, to help you to be able to get this thing done. So okay, so this, again, you can get it all done with Monetize Your Skills Academy. There's no doubt about it. Everything is there. Some people want a little extra. All right. So that's why we are here. All of this is free. You don't have to pay for anything. On Thursday night, you just hop on, we teach you, we coach you. Let us know what topics also you want us to cover. If there's something particular that you want to deal with and it has not been dealt with in the course, right? So because if it's there, hey, might as well just go there and get it. But if there's something you want to talk about more in depth or actually illustrate, we can be able to do that. But we only have 1 hour on Thursday night. So we already, the clock says 53 minutes in. Now, if you want help implementing, then I want to encourage you also. We have something else called the Implementation Circle Elite, or ICE monthly club, right? With that, again, once a month, we go deep dive tactical. For example, Chance, I need to be able to, you show me how to set up my opt-in page to collect emails. All right, blah, 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 blah. We get in there, we do it for you, or we do it with you, or I make a video and I walk you through everything, or I have one of my team members to be able to do that. Chance, I want to be able to know how to set up an email marketing system. Okay, voila, here are some options. Pick one and then we go through. You can be able to do it, set it up this way. Chance, record videos. Okay, here's what we do, and we help you get it all done. Okay, Chance, even though we have the course, I published my book, or I'm trying to publish my book, I need some extra help. ICE gives you access to all that. You can email me, questions. We can get on the phone, get on Skype, whatever have you, and be able to work with you more closely. Okay, so that's a monthly membership, and that's what gives you the actual doing of the part, because that's why it's called implementation circle. And it's for elites. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody just jump in. You don't want to do none of the work your own, so let me just do it for you. No, that's not what we're talking about. This is for elites in the sense of these are action takers. Like, you are moving shakers. Some of you in this group already like that. You guys be reaching out to me. That's the kind of folks we're trying to work with. Not, you don't want to do anything. We want you to be, you just need assistance, like you working it, but you just want to get it done faster, or you just need help, working out a few kinks. And that's what that is all about. So, alrighty, I'll see you guys next week, you guys and gals next week. We only have 3 more before 2018 is out. Let's make the most of it. God bless you. God be with you. If you have any t-shirts that you or accessories that you want me to rock while we on this stuff, I give you a shout out because you guys are part of my community. So again, this one is for Mr. Patrick Vassar. If you like his shirt, you want to get one, let me know, and we'll be able to get one for you. That's where we support each other as well. But this is his ministry. He has a ministry called 3D Ministries, right? So that's what he does. He creates shirts and he creates health stuff, but he creates these accessories to help him fund his ministry. That's kind of what we're talking about. That's what monetizing your skills is all about. So tonight, you guys have learned tools. Go out there, tools, buy your tools, save some money for the holidays. Don't buy that new stuff. If you need some video tools, go get that, because when you get the videos and you get the audio stuff that you need, guess what? You can buy more of that stuff that you were going to get. That's it. I love you guys. I'll see you